Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be doing a whole lot of meal planning and a grocery haul, and I wanted to share with y'all how you can do it like a pro and save the most money possible. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so I'm just gonna share that I am 38 weeks pregnant, and that's why I'm kind of out of breath if you are new here and don't know that. But it is Sunday after church. I usually do this not on Sundays, I'll do this on Saturdays, but this is what I'm doing today. I have my budgeting binder. I will link it down below. You can purchase this, download it, use it. It's less than 20 bucks, and implement it, and hopefully helps you save money too. But this is something that I created, and a big part of this budgeting binder is meal planning, grocery shopping, trying to save money that way. So I'm going to link that down below and share some of the documents today as I'm meal planning. If you feel like you want to purchase it, thank you so much for doing so, and I hope that it helps you. So we are going to first start off by talking about how meal planning can help you save money. Obviously, if you have found this video, you have realized that you need to meal plan to help cut back on spending cost when it comes to meal planning. Meal planning, it is supposed to and will help you save a lot of money. Inflation is continuing to grow. Lots of people are trying to figure out what they can do to help save money, and I'm gonna tell you the number one thing that you can do to save money is to meal plan. So I'm gonna share with you all of the steps that I do every other week when I grocery shop to help our family of 5, soon to be 6, save the most money for our grocery bill. So the first thing that you are going to do is take inventory of what you have. You're going to check in the fridge, the freezer, and the pantry, and you're going to look for things that you need to use before they expire, things you have an abundance of, things that might go bad soon and you need to cook instead of letting it go bad and tossing it. So we want to make sure we're not wasting food. So for example, tonight we're having tacos. I have everything on hand for tacos, but my tomatoes and lettuce are about to go bad. So we're having tacos tonight so that we don't ruin that and we can use it, okay? So number one, take inventory of what you have. Use that to help build your meals. The next thing is going to be pick a store around you that has the lowest prices. For me, Aldi and Walmart are my lowest prices with the best options of what I need. I usually always do Aldi pickup. Sometimes I do Walmart pickup if I need some things that Aldi does not have. But for me, those are the lowest prices. So you're gonna need to look in your area and see what works for you. Third thing is going to be pick a budget for your family and decide how often you're going to shop. For us, our rule of thumb that we kind of go by is $100 a person in your family times that is how much your monthly budget should be. So we have 5 people in our family. Our grocery budget is $500. We're about to have 6. We're not gonna need to adjust that yet, but we try to keep our grocery budget under $500 a month. We are able to do that with all of these steps. If I don't meal plan, if I just make a list, go to the store, get whatever we want, we'll spend about $800 or $900 a month. Oh yeah, that's not gonna be hard to do. But with all of these steps, that's how we're able to save the most money. So pick your budget, whatever you feel necessary. You can do research. That's just the general rule of thumb that we go by. And then you're gonna decide how often you're gonna grocery shop. So what we've been doing that works for us recently is I used to grocery shop once a week because in my old house, I don't know if any of y'all remember, I didn't have a pantry, I had a cabinet. So I could not hold lots of food. I had to go weekly. I could not buy a lot and store it, so we went weekly. Well, now in this house, my pantry is bigger, so we are grocery shopping every 2 weeks, okay? So my $500 grocery budget is broken up in a couple of ways. Week 1, I'm gonna spend $200 for 14 days. The next week I go shopping, that every other week, I have $200 more to spend for the next 2 weeks. On that off week, where I did not grocery shop, I have $100 that I'm gonna cut in half. So 50 and 50 for those other 2 weeks. And I'm gonna use that $50 to go to the store that week and get anything that I might have forgotten. Produce maybe, that if I need, milk, like little miscellaneous things like that, I will use. And that's how I break it up for us. All right, so the next thing you're gonna do is look at your upcoming calendar. This is super important so that you can make sure you're planned and prepared for certain days of the week that match what you're doing. So I will look at the next 2 weeks in my personal calendar and see what we have going on. Well, we don't really have anything going on. We're just waiting on this baby. But we do have at least one night a week where we usually go to my husband's games and we watch his team. So that night, I usually am not cooking. Like, we're gonna eat nachos at the concession stand or something like that, or a frozen pizza when we get home. So I will take note of what we have going on. If you're going to be busy and you know you have to eat out that night, then you're going to need to fit that in your budget. Maybe one night a week is leftovers. Things that you can do, like meatless Mondays. Maybe on Mondays you're not eating meat. You're doing like beans and rice and cornbread. Okay, that's going to save you money. One night a week you're doing leftovers. One night a week you're going to eat out. So you have 4 or 5 nights that week for meals. So you can think of things like that to help you. So I'm going to take a look at my calendar. Part of the budgeting plan comes with, I'll show y'all, this is March because my February one is all written. March meal plan. It's a blank monthly calendar. You can write down the dates and scribble down the meals that you have planned for that night. So for February so far, well, I'm kind of still in January. We're at the end of the month. You can see my January meal plan. I have written down the meals we're eating and then I cross them out as we go. So I have this last full week of January and then half a week of January and then we've got half a week of February. So I'm planning these 2 weeks right here, right now. And I will take this out of like the sleeve protector, write on it. And that's gonna be the first step. So another paper in this plan is a weekly meal plan that you can download. So you have the days of the week, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then you can write down what you have going on down here for the week. So something else that I do to help save us money is I pick 1 to 2 things for breakfast for the week. So instead of buying all of these different breakfast things that I know my kids like, we focus on 1 to 2 a week. And we kind of rotate. So like this week for breakfast, we're eating bagels and cream cheese and cereal. So I've got everything for bagels. I've got all the cereal that they need. Okay. The next week, we're going to do oatmeal with fruit and waffles. So I get everything for that. So I don't have to buy all of this stuff. We're just going to focus on those 2. For lunch, I always make sure I have sandwich stuff on hand. My kids usually eat at school. Sometimes I'll pack their lunch, so I need to make sure I have that ready. For me, I usually come home and eat. Sometimes I'll eat leftovers, I'll eat sandwiches, things like that. And then you're gonna wanna make sure that you write down your dinner ideas. Here, you can print these off weekly and then just house them on the big calendar, whichever you prefer. Now, the next part is actually figuring out your meals. So I like to look on Pinterest, YouTube videos, recipe books. Sometimes I have meals memorized in my head that I just, pull out of nowhere. I ask my husband or I ask my kids what they want to eat and I start actually planning those meals. While I plan them, I'm going to make a grocery list. Making a grocery list is your next big step. You don't want to go to the store unprepared. That's going to be lots of extra spending, and you don't want to forget things because then you're going to want to go back to get that. And then when you go back to get that, you're going to buy something else and it's going to lead to more spending. So really, really try to make your list thorough so that you don't have to go to the store again until the next week. I am actually going to do this in the the budgeting book. There's a grocery list. Okay, it's got lines and bullets and sections. produce, meat, pantry goods, cold or freezer items, and then miscellaneous home items. So actually what I'm gonna do right now is make a list of all of the groceries that I need. I have not meal planned at all. I'm gonna try to make things like very easy. I'm not picking meals that I don't know how to cook because I could go into labor at any time, and I want, if somebody else is here with my kids, I want them to be able to like make whatever like that. So I'm actually gonna plan some meals. I will come back on here, share with you the meals that I planned, the grocery list. We're gonna go get the groceries. I don't know if I'm gonna do a pickup yet or actually go get it. I'm gonna take you with me, come back and show you the haul, and then actually show you how much I spent so that you can know that this is completely doable. This is our current fridge situation. Not a lot happening. Freezers, not much either, but we do have like a bunch of meat, frozen vegetables, chicken, meatball subs, fries, meat. Okay, and then here in my pantry we've just got miscellaneous things. Lots going on. So I tried to look in here and find random things that I could cook with. Okay, y'all, I am done. Looked in my freezer, fridge, and pantry and found some meat that needed to be cooked before it goes bad in my freezer. Found some miscellaneous items in my pantry that I could use. My fridge is pretty much bare, so there's not much there at all. But I did come up with my 2 week of meals right here. I'm gonna share with you tacos one night, meatball subs with broccoli, taco casserole, Mississippi pot roast, meatloaf, mac and cheese, green beans. One night we're gonna eat at my husband's game. Beans, rice, cornbread, that's a cheat meal. Chicken noodle soup with crackers, hamburgers and fries, a Frito pie, sausage, potato, green beans, and squash mixture. One night's gonna be leftovers. The next night we're gonna have an away game, so we're gonna do frozen pizza at home. And then on the February 4th, we're gonna get groceries again. Okay, so for a grocery list, this is what I have right now. Everything nice and organized. I have decided that I don't want to go to the grocery store today. I'm gonna do a pickup. So I use Aldi. Aldi is 30 minutes away from me. Aldi does have pickup. People think that they do not, but Aldi does have pickup. You can get the Instacart app. It's free. You don't have to have a membership, and it's $1.99 delivery fee to use them, which is $2. So I think that that is ridiculously cheap, and I will pay $2 to have somebody put my groceries in my car for me, because that saves me money. When I go into the store, I'm like, ooh, look at this. Oh, I need that. Ooh, that looks good. And all of a sudden, my budget goes out the door. So that's my last tip. Use grocery pickup to help you save money and cut out impulse spending. So I'm gonna put all of this in my app. Then I'm gonna go look in my kitchen one more time to see if I forgot anything. Go pick it up, and then I'll share everything later. What are you doing? Okay, something I forgot to add, I'm popping in right now to tell you, is also look at your store's ad. So I do this. I don't always make everything for my meal plan according to the ad, but there may be some things like that I will substitute. So let's say if my kids want grapes, but blueberries are on sale, they may get blueberries instead. I don't know, just an example. But if chicken thighs are on sale for a really good price, we're probably gonna do some sort of meal with chicken thighs that week. Okay, so I've added everything into the cart, and right now my total is at $147.71, which is awesome, right? So what I have not kind of written down is a lot of like extra snacks and things that my kids like to have in their lunchbox. I like to leave those last, just because, like, yes, we need them, but they're not like an absolute necessity. It's just extra stuff that they like. So that's what I will do now. I always try to maximize that $200 just because I know we're gonna go 2 weeks. So I always try to fill it up. If it was like weekly shopping, like we could get by for the week until the next weekend. But I'm gonna try to like add stuff and try to get it to $200. The only thing that I do have to buy that Aldi does not have is some more kids toothpaste. So there's a Walgreens right next to Aldi that I will just pop in and get. Okay, so change of plans. Aldi must be super busy because they keep changing my pickup time, and they've now changed it to tomorrow, which isn't gonna work because I work tomorrow and we need groceries today. That is the only thing about placing orders really last minute, and that's completely my fault. So I'm going to get the groceries, pick them up, bring them home. Thankfully, I'm going by myself. So we're gonna go do that. All right, y'all, I just made it. We're gonna see if I can keep the money down since I'm going in person. Okay, I just got home. I spent $188.44 for all of this. So I did it. It was actually cheaper, you know, because I'm in person and not on the Aldi cart. Here's an overview of everything. So much stuff, y'all, for $188. I even got like razors I didn't plan for. These things I didn't plan for. I didn't plan on that. Or the chicken salad or the juice. So I was still able to do really good. Hi. So it does work if you meal plan. If you do have an Aldi, use it. I hope that y'all found this video helpful. Give it a try. I will link down below like my budgeting pack with the meal plan. Give this video a thumbs up and share it if it's helpful. And I appreciate it so much. I'll see you on my next video. Bye, everybody.